Hi everybody, welcome to This Week in Falmouth here at Cafe FCTV. I'm Michael.
I'm Susan.
Hey there, Susan.
Hi, Michael.
Yeah. There was a nice smell of coffee in here a little earlier.
Yeah.
Somebody had a cup of coffee
and smell to it.
With all this in the back. Yeah, a fallish smell
it has
to the
a
coffee.
fallish smell. Yeah.
And along with that theme, there's fallish events going on, right?
Yeah, lots of
good stuff.
fallish things.
All right.
We won't talk about the scarecrows that are along Main Street because we've already talked about them. But don't forget, this is the month for the scarecrows in Falmouth, all along, up and down Main Street in downtown Falmouth, and many of the merchants have created interesting scarecrows. It's great to check them out. So
fun.
Don't forget that it exists.
Yes, and there's pumpkin-focused food and drink beverages available up and down Main Street and everywhere. So come and check it out.
Yeah, definitely.
All right.
So we're going to start with the Falmouth Art Center, which is presenting in the Siegel Gallery Peter Morrison's Lighthouses and More. Okay. Starting October 1st, runs through the month of October. Mr. Morrison, who lives in North Falmouth, is a retired architect, paints a variety of subjects, tends to focus on seascapes and landscapes, with scenes ranging from Cape Cod to Maine to Maui and Iceland. Wide variety. The opening reception is going to be Friday, October 11th from 5 to 7 p.m. And that reception is also for 2 additional October shows, the Abstract Juried Exhibition and the Printmakers of Cape Cod. And that's a free and open to the public reception, and they ask that you bring either a drink, non-alcoholic, or wine, or a savory or a sweet to share with everyone. It's a potluck type.
Always better when there's food.
Yeah.
Great.
And it's all they're always well attended.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so that will segue into the Printmakers of Cape Cod, which is also through the month of October. It's an organization that began in 1976. Small group of artists dedicated to creating original prints. It's a nonprofit organization devoted to the production of prints. And the diversity and vision and innovation among members makes this exhibition an exciting learning experience.
Nice. All right. Always fun there.
Always fun there. Old Burying Ground, Grave Undertaking, Cemetery Walking Tour. There's another one that takes place on Friday, October 4th, 5:30 to 6:30.
Okay.
Park in the lot at 157 Locust Street. Use the crosswalk, cross the street,
carefully,
head towards the large Mariners Memorial Boulder, and then opposite that on Mill Road, join the tour guide at the top of Cemetery Lane.
Nice.
Yeah.
That's a cool old cemetery.
It is a cool. You haven't been in there. Yeah, with those old thin headstones, really cool. Neat. Yeah. Jazz Stroll. This is Jazz Stroll weekend, produced by Arts Falmouth. Takes place on Saturday, October 5th.
Great.
Around Falmouth at different merchants and in different places. The Jazz Stroll from 3 to 8 p.m. at various locations: Main Street, Palmer Avenue, and the Queens Byway. Rain or shine. If it's hot, meander over to the cool performances. If it's cold, the hot jazz will warm you up. I didn't write the copy on this. Yeah. All the events are free, incredible music. Come early and shop, stay late and enjoy a meal.
Great.
Yeah.
Love it.
And there will be a special after-stroll event with Bart Weitzman Jazz Group at the Vine Restaurant from 6:30 to 9:30 p.m. So, yeah, Jazz Stroll.
Hot. It's going to be a hot event with cool people.
Yep, and you can either check our website, falmouthchamber.com, or check the Arts Falmouth website for information on where and when and how.
Excellent. All right.
Fall open house and exhibit reception at the Cahoon Museum of Art out on Route 28 in Cotuit. Saturday, October 5th, 10 to 4 p.m. Free admission, fun family activities and programs, and a reception for Varujan, thank you, the expert, Bogosian, and the New England book artist. Nice. Admission is free.
Very good.
Varujan. Paul Ross Trio at the Main Street Gallery, Saturday, October 5th, 6 to 7:15 p.m. This is part of that jazz stroll. The Main Street Gallery is right next to 8 Cousins. They will be hosting Paul Ross Trio. He is a native of Vermont, professional woodwind musician for over 50 years, permanent Cape Cod resident since 21, former adjunct professor at the Manhattan School of Music in NYC, a musician in Broadway pit orchestras for 12 years, and led his own big band based in Nashville. performing throughout the country. Today he leads a big band of professional Cape musicians called Cranberry Jam.
Cranberry Jam.
Yeah, so
I love it.
Check that out.
That is cool.
Saturday.
Okay.
Saturday, October 5th at 6:30 p.m., Woods Hole Dinner and a Movie takes place. An evening with Jimmy Tingle, who is a nationally recognized comedian, well known around here. He's a commentator, producer, and activist. This is a new documentary, God, I left my speech at home, entitled The Radical Middle, Why Would a Comedian Run for Office? It'll kick off the Woods Hole Film Festival 2024-25 Dinner and a Movie series. Great. Followed by a seriously funny talkback and comedy with Tingle.
Yep. Dinner and a movie.
Dinner and a movie. It starts with Jimmy Tingle.
Nice.
17th Annual Buzzards Bay Watershed Ride takes place on Sunday, October 6th. There's a variety of different rides that you can take, a 100-mile, a 75-mile, a 35-mile route. Those are outlined on their website. You can find that information linking from our website, falmouthchamber.com. Scenic landscapes, they have is a fully supported ride. Farmland, villages, cityscapes, cranberry bogs, coastal
beautiful.
Country back roads, and ends in Woods Hole overlooking Buzzards Bay.
Wow.
Yeah. It's a popular one. It's the 17th annual. Yeah.
No motorcycles allowed.
Yeah, not for this ride.
Wondering. All right.
Not for this ride.
Sounds like fun.
Yeah. The 8th annual Kerwin Murray Tour de Falmouth takes place on Sunday, October 6th. Starts at 8 a.m. This is a production of the Falmouth Housing Corporation. It's a charity bike ride which benefits the Falmouth Homeless Prevention Program, operated by the Falmouth Housing Corporation. Sunday at 8, 2 routes, just under 30 and 10 miles. That both begin and end at the L&T Mitchell Bathhouse down on Surf Drive. No rain date, and registration is considered a donation.
Excellent. That's great.
Yep. Mark Walker's Triad in concert, Sunday, October 6th, 4 p.m. at the West Falmouth Library on 28A in West Falmouth, featuring Grammy-winning drummer Mark Walker, pianist Maxim Lubarski, and bassist Oscar Stagnaro, live in concert. Mark is a member of the Arturo Sandoval's group, excels in South American, Caribbean rhythms, jazz, rock, and
like
funk.
That. Whoa, yeah.
I do like those rhythms.
Great.
Max is a Ukrainian classical pianist turned Berkeley professor.
Wow.
I mean, there's a lot of,
It's a lot cool. That's cool. Like fusion there.
Yeah, exactly. So prepare to move to the vibrant rhythms of South America and Caribbean jazz.
That's awesome. That'd be great.
Yep. Off Our Rockers. This is a very music-heavy.
That's great. Music is good, right?
Yeah. Off Our Rockers, an afternoon of music, stories, and comedy. This is at the College Light Opera Company rehearsal hall on Chappaquiddick Road. Sunday, October 6th, 4 to 6 p.m., featuring music and comedy by B-Side, the Shining Sea Strummers Ukulele Band, Adrian Bauman, that's the comedy part of it, Sally Love Banks, Annie Hart Cool, and more.
Great. Great lineup.
Yeah, great lineup. There will be raffles and beer and wine and snacks available for purchase. This is a fundraiser for Neighborhood Falmouth.
Excellent.
Fundraiser. Capitalize the fun. The science behind managing yards for biodiversity. Monday, October 7th, 10 a.m. at the First Congregational Church of Falmouth, which is right on Main Street across from the Village Green. It's the White Church. Dr. Christopher Neal, ecosystem ecologist at Woodwell Climate Research Center, has been studying how choices we make in our own backyards affect biodiversity. He collaborates with local organizations restoring ponds and grasslands in coastal Massachusetts and serves on advisory committees for Mass Audubon and Native Plant Trust. His work on the science behind restoring cranberry bogs to the natural habitat involves state and federal agencies.
Excellent.
Yeah, and so this is managing yards for biodiversity.
Nice.
Kind of cool.
Yeah, very cool.
Yeah. From Armenia to Falmouth.
Who'd think it?
Yeah.
Well, from Falmouth to Armenia, but yes, I know, from Armenia to Falmouth.
If you didn't know it, there's quite a knot of Armenians here in Falmouth.
There is. Yeah. Living up at near Old Silver Beach.
Yeah.
Affectionately known as the Armenian Riviera during the summer.
And it's an active little group there.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
In fact, there's a lot of Armenians in the whole area. Providence, there's a lot of Armenians. And so, if you didn't know it, check it out. This is the incredible story of Moses Gulesian. Did I say that right?
You could say Gulesian, and of course in Armenian it would be Movses Gulesian, but that's okay. We can go with that. That's good.
I'm just going to hand that to you.
That's quite all right. No, I get it.
Tuesday, October 8th, 4 to 5 p.m. at the Falmouth Museums on the Green. In December of 1905, this Boston businessman and Falmouth resident, Moses Gulesian, which is made a startling offer to buy the USS Constitution from the Navy for $10,000. The Armenian immigrant who had made his fortune in America in the metalworking business was moved to action by the news that the Navy wanted to use the Constitution for target practice. It's kind of like using the Sphinx's nose for target practice, right?
Right.
Yeah, really, yeah. His patriotic effort to save the ship by buying it spurred a national petition drive that embarrassed the government into taking it. That'll work. Come hear the story of how he made it possible for people to still walk the decks of old Ironsides today.
Fascinating. So that first group of Armenians emigrated here in the late 1800s. In fact, the first Armenian church in the United States was in Worcester, Massachusetts. That happened in the late 1800s. That was prior to the 1915 genocide, when really the bulk of Armenians came here. But there was a group that came and they settled in this area, and he was one of those.
And he was one of those.
Yeah, pretty amazing.
So
pretty amazing story, huh?
It is an amazing story.
I know.
Yeah. Operation Moneywise series continues with savings and investments. This is something that's put on by the Falmouth Community Veterans Center over at 300 Dillingham Avenue. This will be Wednesday, October 9th, 10:30 to 2, and then again at 12:30 to 2. Presented by Daniel Persacchini, MBA, CPC, and various other initials after his name.
He's got a lot of them, that's for sure. Yeah. He's got a lot of know-how, too.
And so, exactly. And so this is for veterans, active and retired military personnel, families, and caregivers. It's a free workshop explaining how to budget, invest, and save for a better financial future for you and your family.
It's awesome. If you haven't done something with Dan, you should go. He has an amazing way of educating and conveying information in a very easy to understand format. You know, so it's pretty cool.
You've got the option of a couple times, and it's no cost.
Nice.
Wines of South America wine tasting. Wednesday, October 9th at the West Falmouth Library out on 28A in West Falmouth. Wine has been produced in South America for over 500 years. Many of today's most popular grape varieties have been exported from South America: Chardonnay, Cabernet Sauvignon, and Malbec, one of my favorites, as well as some lesser-known grape varieties like Bonarda and Torrontés. Wines from countries such as Chile and Argentina are modestly priced, yet they have very high quality. And in this seminar, they'll explore some of the reasons for this, and as well as try a broad selection of South American wines.
Ooh. Just in time for the 20th anniversary of Sideways, right?
Yeah. That's right, yeah.
So watch that first and then go to this. You'll have a really good time. So anyway, that's great. There's a lot of cool stuff going on. Music, tastings, art. Really neat. I mean, obviously, one of the best times of year to be here. It's really nice. So stretch out, get out, take advantage of all that Falmouth has to offer.
Oh, and check our website, because there's a lot of stuff on there that, you know, we've talked about before. There's a lot of exhibits that are ongoing and theater that's ongoing. So definitely, you're looking for something to do, falmouthchamber.com.
Absolutely. Make it a great week.
Make it a good week.